and give them the courage to go out into the world, so that others may know your love through them. We are so blessed in our Bellarmine and Archbishop Mitty school communities. Make us your grateful and willing servants. In the name of Jesus, who loves us always, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
There's a lot of intake coming on this. A lot of audio coming in on this. Like static. Not static, it's just like I hear it out here, I hear it out here. Yeah, still looking about. Now and
it was like super loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
How did Bellarmine?
And welcome everybody to a rainy evening here at Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium, home of the Bellarmine Bells. Here we have an exciting matchup between the Bellarmine Bells and Archbishop Mitty Monarchs. Mitty is 12-8, 4-5 in WCAL. Bells 13-6, 4-5 in WCAL. It should be a good meeting. The last time these teams met, Mitty took the victory at their gym over there, and the Bells are looking to get some revenge as number 2, Grayson Jalal, starts the game off for the Monarchs with an easy layup inside. Porter bringing the ball up. Finds Williams at the point. Kicks it over to Zavi. Finds Corbett. Corbett surveying his options. Bell's moving the ball on the perimeter. And deflected there by Habibi and cannot maintain possession of the ball. Bells ball, good hustle over by Habibi. And looks like the Bells are going to have 6 seconds on the shot clock here. They're going to have to get fancy if they want to get this ball down. Here comes Corbett, he knows it. Tries to go on back, but loses the handle. A little scuffle for the ball. Here comes Jalal right below the hoop again and can't put it up. Rebound by, gets his own rebound, but cannot put it back. Williams has the ball. Bring it back up to Razavi. Back to Corbett. Mitty coming off a tough loss, 52-51 to Sarah, whereas Bellarmine, 5th in W count, coming off a tough loss to Reardon, where they lost by over 30 points as Daniel Ryan, first points of the game, lays it up for the Mitty, lays it up for the Monarchs. Mitty up 4-0 early in the first quarter. So both teams looking to get a win here, and pretty evenly contested. And here's Cam Razavi, cannot put it up, and tries to get to the rebound. Mitty has the 3-on-2 if they want it. Here comes Hutcherson, puts the ball up, and a foul by Lyles there. And I'd like to introduce my partner here, Kellen Donahue. Kellen, what do the Bells need to do today to get the win?
At the line shooting soon, number 5, Hayden Hutcherson.
Like we mentioned, the Mitty Monarchs 4th in the WCAL conference, the Bellarmine Bells 5th, so both teams in a similar position here. Match Preps has the Bells ranked over the Monarchs, but like I mentioned earlier, the Monarchs took the first meeting of the two teams by, I believe, I think it was 66-61. It was a close game, but the Bells could not put them away. As Williams is called for the traveling violation there, moved his feet a little too much, as I think they were setting Razavi up for a 3-pointer there, but could not execute. And we have Hugage inbound here. Ryan taking it up. Goes back to Ryan. Jalal with the screen. Finds Jalal, guarded by Corbett. Double team, but finds Hugage in the corner, cannot put it in. Kababy gets the rebound. That was not a good box out by Williams there. And Kababy getting past Williams and putting it in with the right hand. Good quickness by Kababy there. Gets past the much bigger defender on Williams. As Corbett slices his way through 3 Monarchs and puts it in. The Bells with their first 2 points of the game. Very well done by Corbett. As Mitty pushes it up. That's Jalal on Williams again. Jalal looking. Finds Ryan in the corner and hits the shot. It was a good closeout by J.J. Barton. But Ryan was open and he made the shot.
Yeah,
Mitty up, sorry.
That was good ball movement there by the Monarchs, finding the open man, knocking down the shot.
And the Monarchs off to a fast start. 11-2, only 3 minutes gone in this first quarter as Barton on the elbow for a 3. Knocks one down himself. Bells respond with a 3 of their own. And here we go. Here comes Jalal against Williams again. Oh, and a great feed to Kababy. What a pass. What a pass there by Jalal. Finds Kababy right under the bucket for the easy layup. And so far, you know, the Monarchs coming out with some vigor here. 13-5. They've hit a couple shots, getting some good ball movement. And the Bells look a little caught off guard here.
Yeah, the Bells have been playing great defense.
Looking ahead in the schedule here, Mitty has a home game versus SI on Friday. SI with a good start to their season. And the Bells are in the city against Sacred Heart Cathedral, who they beat on their last trip, on their last time playing the Irish. That was the Bells, took a 30-second timeout, looking to talk it over. And here comes Corbett back down. Finds Barton again, open in the elbow, could have shot it. Finds Razavi at the top, but could not put it in off for an iron. A little scuffle for the ball. Williams comes down with the rebound on, looks like he was out working on Kugagi and could not put enough mustard on that to hit the front iron. Air ball by Williams. Here comes Hutcherson right down the lane on Barton and makes the nice free throw jumper there. That was Hutcherson, the sophomore. Here comes Barton. Looks like Mitty's moved into a little bit of a 2-3 zone here. Trying to stop the Bells from getting those open shots. Corbett directing traffic. Finds Barton. Back to Corbett, thought about it. 2 on him. Finds Razavi, thought about the deep three, didn't take it. Bells have 6 on the shot clock. Corbett's got to put a shot up, he does. And just off front iron, looks like it was gonna get a friendly bounce, but didn't get there. But good effort by Lyles there. Tried to fight for the rebound and eventually was off on the Monarchs. The Bells have the ball with the 35-second shot clock. Great effort by Lyles saving that possession. As Corbett looks for an inbound. Finds Razavi, working on Ryan. Back out to Barton. Back out to Razavi, gets switched on by Jalal. There's Kugagi. And Corbett working his way into the lane, finishes with the left hand. What a finish by Corbett through 2 Mitty defenders. But again, Mitty looking to push. The Bells have a good double team. And kicks it back out to Kugagi, and great ball move by the Monarchs, getting out of that corner double team there and finding the open man. As Corbett brings the ball back down. Finds Kelly. First action in this game so far. Barton drives, thinks about it. Back out to Razavi. As Corbett kicks it back out to Barton. Barton working on Jalal, and what do we have? Looks like a defensive foul on Jalal there. First foul on the Monarchs. As Sam Boyne checks in for Razavi. And there's Lyles kind of stuck in the corner there. Finally finds Kelly on the baseline. Back out to Lyles and back out to Corbett. That looked dangerous there for a second. Here's Corbett again directing traffic. Mitty brings 2 on him. Interesting call, but Corbett drives into the lane with the pivot and puts it up and in. He can do it all for the Bells. He can finish inside, he can make his mid-rangers, and right there you saw the good decision making, even on the double team, was able to get past both.
He's been the main source of offense so far. It's only him with his
A great pass by Saifu over to Kugagi, but cannot put it in. But good rebound by Jalal on the smaller Sam Boyd. You know, Boyd tried to box him out, but Jalal is just bigger and was able to get in the lane there. About 1:30 left in this first quarter, and so far, Mitty coming out looking like the better team as Corbett takes the mid-range. Cannot put it in again right off front iron as Hutcherson puts it down. Screen by Saifu. Saifu was open there for a second. Mitty didn't find him. Oh, kicks it back out. Little high to Hutcherson, but recovers. Working on Barton. Gets into the lane, and a good job by Hutcherson seeing Barton in a bad position to play defense. And Barton's arguing the foul. That was definitely a foul there. A lot of contact. But again, Mitty coming out strong. You know, talking to some Bellarmine players, they felt last time they played Mitty, they just didn't play well. They didn't execute the way they did, and they made Mitty look better than they are. And thus far in this first quarter, it looks like to be the same narrative thus far. Mitty doubling up Bellarmine as Hutcherson takes the second free throw. And goes 1 for 2 from the line there. Let's see if the Bells can finish this last minute strong. And Corbett looks like he wants to do that. Just takes it himself with the and one over 3 Mitty defenders. Corbett, again, a great finisher and is able to get in the lane there. And you know, looking at the Mitty team, you know, they don't have a lot of size. Bellarmine might outsize the Monarchs in this matchup, and again, Corbett taking full advantage of that without a strong presence in the paint, looking to finish close to the rim there as he takes, I believe, his first couple free throws of the game. Or sorry, first free throw, that's right, and one, and Corbett helps the Bells out. Minute left in the first quarter. Ryan working on Boyd. The Bells also in the 2-3 zone here. And there's Hutchison driving in, and a good finish with the left hand. Corbett pushes it ahead though, finds Boyd, double team. Great decision not to shoot there. He would have gotten stuffed. And kicks it back out to the perimeter. Back out to Barton. Corbett wants the ball, and understandably so. He's been the Bells' offense in this first quarter. As Barton drives in, thinks about the shot, puts it up over Lemire Smith, and that was just a good decision there. You know, kind of hesitated for a second, got the other defender off him, and was able to finish over the smaller Swift. As Hutchison brings it down, 12 seconds left. They're going to have the last possession here if they play it right. Hutchison finds Swift in the corner. Swift serving who they got, and great defense by Kelly. Barton gets the steal, and they put it up. He cannot put it in, but great job by the Bells, finishing pretty strong on the defensive side to finish the quarter. And the Bells, you know, looking a little better in that back half of the first quarter. But in the end, it's Mitty up 23-14. Kellen, what do the Bells need to do better here in this second quarter? You know, this obviously isn't how they wanted to start the game here. What do they need to improve on?
Yeah, the Bells really struggled on the defensive side, and they've been throwing guys at the ball and double teaming the ball, and that allows Mitty to swing it around and get wide open looks. So I think the Bells should maybe consider switching up their defense, but really just giving more intensity is what they need, and grabbing those rebounds. They've let Mitty have way too many offensive rebounds, and it's led to second chance points, which is a big reason for why they have the lead right now.
And credit to Mitty, they have done a great job thus far finding the open man and hitting their open shots. They have not missed many opportunities, and the Bells have. They've looked a little flat-footed here in this first quarter. Let's see if they can pick it up a little bit here in the second. As both teams get ready on the court for this second quarter here. Bell student section looking good as usual, even on a Tuesday night. We're all showing up. Good job, guys. If you're at home watching, why are you at home watching? You should be here. Let's go. Let's pack the stands. And here we go, start of the second quarter. Again, Corbett, the main offensive man for the Bells here, working on Swift. Finds Boyd wide open on the elbow for a three, and he hits it. Good job by the Bells finding the open man, and Boyd was wide open on that shot. And those are the shots they're gonna have to make. I mean, Mitty so far has been making those. The Bells have missed a couple themselves, missed some opportunities. That's what they're gonna have to do. As Hutchison, Mitty's main offensive catalyst, working on Williams, finds Jalal on the elbow, and good closeout by Barton. Got lured a little bit into the middle there, but was able to recover on the good closeout. Here comes Corbett, hitting the spin. Another finish by Corbett in the paint. Working on, again, two Mitty defenders with the left hand, and he's able to put it in. That man can move like no other guy on this court, and it's awesome to watch. And here's Kabibi working on Sam Boyd here. Jalal, and looks like Mitty calls a timeout. And the Bells in a short order have cut the lead down to 4 from Mitty. And only the first, minute 30 of this quarter with the Sam Boyd 3 and the Corbett, with Corbett's electric finish there. Bells coming out a lot better here in this second quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Bells needed. 5 quick points, punch Mitty back, and see if they can continue their run here and tie this up and eventually take the lead.
And Mitty trying to figure out what they can do to maintain their lead here. But the Bells so far in the second quarter have come out how they probably wanted to start the game. As Kabibi comes to inbound here. And inbounds to Jalal. That's Kabibi in the corner. Finds Staifu. Bell's doing a good job at doubling, but finds Hutchison over there, but cannot hit it from the elbow. Here comes Barton looking to push. Back out to Corbett. And Corbett hits another move, drives into the paint, and draws the foul. And he has done a great job of that so far tonight, getting penetration in the paint, making the Mitty defenders move their feet, and has picked up a couple of fouls thus far, as we have Razavi checking in for Barton and Klugagi checking in for Hutcherson coming out of the game here. Looks like we have another checking for the Bells. That's Benjamin Vo giving Corbett a break. And so this will be interesting to see in the non-Corbett minutes here. Can the Bells have that offensive production? Because so far he's carried the brunt of that thus far. Here comes Boyd. Mitty bringing a double. Does a good job breaking that and finds Williams on the free throw jumper there with the make. Good job by Boyd getting it out of there fast, and Vo found Williams with the Mitty defense a little disorganized after bringing the double there. Here comes Staifu working on Lyles. Again, forces his way in the paint and draws the foul. Good work by Staifu. Again, drawing the contact. And both teams doing a pretty good job of getting in the paint and getting to the free throw line here. Both teams, that's been a strength. And, you know, pretty much so far, a pretty clean game by both teams. Not a lot of turnovers. A lot of aggressiveness on the boards and getting into the paint here as Staifu takes his first couple free throws. Misses his first, much to the glee of the Bellarmine student section. As we have Lemire Swift checking out for Daniel Ryan. Second free throw by Staifu, and misses both of them, but rebound is brought in by Kabibi and is fouled by, I believe that's Benjamin Vo, and so Mitty's going to get the ball on the baseline. Missed opportunity for the Bells on those missed free throws there. As Staifu brings it back out to Kabibi, and a shot. That was shot by Ryan, can't put it in, but saved by Ryan and thrown off Lyles. It's going to be Mitty ball again. Good heads-up play as Mitty maintains possession once again. And there's Klugagi in to the paint and tries to pass it out to Staifu, but gets fouled. And so that's, I believe, the third foul in the span. I believe it's been all one possession, if I'm not mistaken, by the Bells. None of them, well, one of them was a shooting foul on Staifu. The other two were on the floor. As Jalal gets into the paint, has an open look, but can't put it in. Wasn't guarded too closely by anybody, but couldn't make the layup. Here's Staifu working on Lyles. Kicks it back out to Jalal. Jalal driving into the paint, passes it to the ref, but unfortunately the ref is not on Mitty's team. And it is Bellarmine ball.
Yeah, that was a mental mistake there.
We've all been there. It's all happened. But Mitty, if anything, that was a productive possession just for the amount of fouls they drawn on Bell, as Kabibi gets a good deflection. Vogt tried to get in the Williams, but good heads-up play by Kabibi, but could not recover. That's going to be Bell's ball again. And Mitty kind of turning the tide to start this second quarter here. Or to, you know, after the Bells kind of close that lead, Mitty doing a good job of kind of slowing the game down, playing good defense and drawing their fouls, and thus far it's worked out pretty well. As we have a little delay on the court here. Bellarmine student section getting impatient. And looks like we have Kelly and Corbett checking in for Vo. And, oh, Kelly was already in. Check that. So here comes Corbett again. Yeah, Bellarmine, not a lot of offense without Corbett there. I'm not sure. They got a Well, they got a couple buckets, but he's back as Sam Boyd drives in for the layup, and it gets fouled. He gets to the line for a couple. And Boyd will get 2 free throws here as Barton at the scorer's table. And Boyd hits his first shot. And oh, that shot wanted to go in. Did not, but good effort by Kelly to go for that offensive rebound. And it goes off the Monarchs. The Bells are going to get another possession as Boyd checks out there for Barton. And Corbett's inbound. And here's Razavi working on Klugagi. And here comes Corbett. There's Razavi again. Had a look, didn't take it. There's Corbett showing off his handles again, trying to get in. Great defense. Great defense there by Khabibi. And a charge is drawn by Jalal, as I believe that was that Lyles working on him?
That was Barton.
That was Barton trying to get into the paint. And that was great defense by Khabibi there, staying in front of Corbett, something Mitty has not been able to do a lot of this game. And again, leading to the charge by Barton. Good defensive possession there by Mitty.
Yeah, great effort from Jalal and a really smart play to get that charge.
Looks like there's a bit of sweat being mopped up there on the back end as Klugagi looks to inbound. And here comes Ryan, bringing the ball up for the Monarchs, guarded by Barton. And Bell's playing what looks like a 1-3-1 zone, gets a deflection, and there's Razavi out for the layup there. Bellarmine changed up their defense a little bit, it looks like, as they have Corbett manning the in the paint there. Haven't seen that one yet from the Bells. And looks like they have a deflection. Who was that off of? That was off of Bell. There, Jalal fine run out of the paint there and was working on the smaller Kelly. That was an easy layup for them. Not great communication by the Bells there, as Mitty goes up by 1. So here's Barton working on Klugagi, tries to put it up, but Klugagi with the block. And it stays Bellarmine ball. But again, Mitty, their defensive effort in these past couple minutes has been pretty spectacular here. They're playing good defense, they're moving their feet, and have made it pretty tough on the Bells to get any points. We'll see if Corbett has anything to say about that. He surveys the D. Khabibi playing pretty far up on him. That's Ryan on Kelly. There's Corbett. Spinning again from the mid-range. That looked pretty good, but that was a tough shot. Couldn't put it in. And there goes Khabibi bringing it back down the court. About 3:18 left in the second quarter. Let's see if the Bells can make a little push here. And looks like Jalal is called for a carry. That'll be a turnover on the Monarchs. Bellarmine ball.
That's 2 mental mistakes in a very small amount of time there for Jalal. First he had the pass to absolutely nobody. That carry right there.
There we go. And there's Corbett to Razavi. Razavi yet to put up any points this far this game. Here comes Kelly driving in. Look, initially he might have traveled, but he was fouled there by Klugagi. Third foul by the Monarchs there, as Kelly's going to shoot 2. Chance to take the lead here for the Bells. And he puts the first one in. So again, 3:03 remaining in the first half here. And you know, the second quarter has turned into a pretty back and forth game. It's been pretty close throughout the whole second half of the quarter here. Let's see if either team can pull away here before halftime. As Kelly cannot put the second one in, that's rebounded by Jalal and brought up swiftly by Hutcherson. Driving in, finds Ryan. Ryan kicks it out to Jalal. Jalal driving on the smaller Kelly, finds Steifu in the corner, and almost an air ball by Steifu, but rebounded by Hutcherson and puts it up. Bells were caught looking at the ball that time. Nobody boxed out Hutcherson, and he got an easy layup.
Yeah, those are the kind of costly mistakes that could kill the Bells in this one.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of that in the second quarter. Corbett looking at the step back three and puts it in, and got some words from the Mitty bench there. And again, that's why he's so good. He can go off whenever he needs to. He can hit the big shots. And there, hit a much needed three for the Bells. As they have Kabibi starting back. And again, Corbett, great player. As Hutcherson responds with a three of his own.
Yeah,
And he is their main offensive threat there on Mitty. As him and Corbett, same number, same role. As Barton passes up a three, finds Williams. Williams drives in, had a chance at a three, but is called for a charge again. Second charge as both players are still down. I believe that's Kabibi as Coach Kennedy comes out to check on him. It's going to be a charge on Williams, and Williams too shaken up. And Mark Moreno, the Bellarmine athletic trainer, going out as well. You know, I didn't see the fall. Did you catch that, Kellen?
No, not really. I saw Williams go up. Didn't see the fall. On that last possession down for the Monarchs, looks like Corbett and Barton had a miscommunication defensively, and that's what caused, I believe it was Klugagi to get open for that three.
So there we go. Kabibi helped off the floor. Doesn't appear too shaken up, but looks like it was a hard fall, as he will take a seat on the bench there. As I believe, not sure who checked in for him. I believe maybe Klugagi checked in here. As we resume play here, Klugagi to inbound. 1:46 left in the first half. Mitty in the bonus now. Something to pay attention to, see if they take advantage of that by driving in the paint. Here's Steifu, Bellarmine back to their 2-3 zone. As Hutcherson pulls up from the mid-range jumper, can't put it in, rebounded by Razavi. Razavi looking to push, has an open lane, kicks out to Corbett, driving into the lane. A beautiful move, attempted a finish there by Corbett with the left hand, weaving in between defenders, but can't do it. As Bell brings the full court press, Mitty looking to break, and they do, and they have numbers, but good heads-up play by Barton there with the kick ball. Mitty was gonna get an open shot, but good effort by Barton, good awareness to come in and check in as the Bellarmine student section heckles Klugagi here. Now Hutcherson, they're having fun with that. And deflected by Razavi there. And Razavi wants possession for the Bells, but that was clearly off him. As the Bell student section doing their best to get rallied up here.
Yeah, Swarm and Hutcherson on the inbound there.
And the Deans are not too happy with that, but thankfully that's not part of the game. Here's Steifu working on Williams here. Looking to get around. And Steifu with the travel. And the Bells may get possession here. 55 seconds left. Let's see if they can put together a good possession as Corbett takes his time getting down the court. Finds Boyd, finds Razavi wide open for the three, pump fakes, puts it up, and cannot make the open three. He's usually automatic from there. Cannot convert. Here comes Mitty on the fast break. Here comes Hutchinson, facing right over the rim and in. And again, weak transition defense by the Bells. They're getting caught behind running. And Mitty made them pay yet again, as they have a couple too many times here in the second quarter. But Bells will get the final possession. 17 seconds left. And Mitty brings the double on Corbett here. Finds Barton. Here's Razavi, another open three, and puts it in. That's their Cam Razavi the Bells know and love. As the Bells put it up by one, there's Hutchinson at the buzzer and puts it in. Hutchinson responds with the three of his own, but closely guarded there, and puts the ball in as the buzzer sounds on the half. And man, what a close to the quarter here at Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium. The Bells and the Monarchs in the first quarter didn't look like much of a fight, but both teams have turned it up here in the second as Mitty leads Bellarmine 35-31. Kellen, what did you like from that first half from the Bells and the Monarchs, and what do you guys need to see? What do we need to see in the second half?
Yeah, I like what the Bells are doing on defense. They've switched it up between a 2-3, 1-3-1, and man, and it's working. Throwing all different kinds of defenses at the Monarchs, just throwing them off a little bit. And as for the Monarchs, they've done really well behind the three-point line, knocked down a ton of threes, and that's why they have the lead right now.
And that's it for the first half coverage from the Bellarmine broadcasting crew. We will pick it up in the second half. Again, that's Mitty 35, Bellarmine 31. We will be back in about 9 minutes. And we welcome you back into the booth here for the second half of what's been a so far pretty entertaining game between the Bellarmine Bells and the Mitty Monarchs. Mitty came out fast in that first half and had the Bells doubled up 9-20 by the start of the second quarter here, but the Bells have done a great job working their way back into the game, and the half was capped off by a circus shot from about half court by Caden Hutchinson from Mitty, and that looks like an omen of the kind of game it's going to be tonight. Should be pretty close as the Bells start with a great defensive possession, forces an errant pass, or excuse me, I believe that was Kugagi stepped out of bounds there while driving on the baseline, and the Bells get possession here. Razavi bringing it up, back to Williams. Razavi, Williams, top of the key, or not top of the key, top of the arch there for the three and makes it. And Mitty comes back. Kugagi in the corner, giving off to Kabidi. Kabidi looking around, finds Kugagi wide open in the corner, and Mitty again responds with a three of their own. And there was nobody near him. It's good to see Kabibi back on the court here. He took a tough fall and was shaken up after taking a charge from Williams in that first half, but looks like he's okay. As the ball's kicked to Barton, and a reach is called on Kugagi there. First foul there of the second half. As Corbett again looks to inbound. And Corbett driving in, finds Razavi on the elbow. Finds Lyles wide open on the other elbow there, and tries to put it in. Williams, though, with the size advantage in the paint there, is able to tip it back out. And the Bells get another possession. And here's Williams, another open look, finds Lyles wide open in the corner, and Lyles hits the three. Great pass by Williams. Great feed, had a shot, but made the extra pass there, and it pays off for the Bells. As again, Mitty pushes pretty quickly down. There's Ryan working on Barton. Barton doing a good job keeping his feet in front. Here's Jalal driving into the paint. Another wide open three by Kugagi. Can't put it in there, but Ryan and Kabidi with the dual effort there to get the rebound. And looks like there's a foul called. Foul called on Barton there, as Mitty will retain possession.
Man, this has been fun so far in the second half. Both teams trading threes left and right.
And we have Ryan inbound here. Looking around, gets it off to Jalal. Jalal on Williams. Looks for Kugagi, gets right past Kelly into the lane. Klugic hit a little pump fake, and Kelly jumped just enough to get right by him, right to the rim for the layup there, as Corbett works on Kabibi. Still working that pronunciation. As Barton drives into the lane, and looks like that is a foul on number 2. That's going to be on Jalal. Second foul on Jalal for the game, as Corbett again looks to inbound from the baseline. Finds Williams. Williams working on Kabidi, has a size advantage, puts it up, but can't get it over that front iron, as Stringfellow is getting his first minutes of the game so far, number 10. As that's Ryan again, another three in the corner. Kelly attempted to close out, couldn't put it in, and so far the Monarchs are looking good from three. They hit a couple of their first three in this second half. And they've had good looks too on all three of them. Bell's got to shore up their defense a little bit, as Kabibi relentlessly tries to play defense on Corbett. As Mitty brings a tentative double team, now they really double him, but finds Razavi wide open, makes the extra pass to Stringfellow in the corner, and Stringfellow with his first points of the game hits the open corner three. Both teams getting open corner threes, a couple in this second half, as Ryan works on the elbow against Stringfellow. Looks like they're trying to ISO, gets it to Kabibi, gets past Razavi. Oh, good pass to Jalal in the paint, but can't put it up. on the corner there. As Razavi catches and fires on the elbow off a pass by Corbett and puts it in. As Jalal Mitty pushes though, brings it back down. Jalal puts it up and in on the second effort. And both teams moving a lot faster in the second half, looking to push. As Corbett drives right down the lane, puts it up, but Jalal goes in and out. Can't put it in. Stringfellow gets the rebound, pulls up from the mid-range and hits it. Stringfellow starting off hot in the second quarter. Razavi hitting a couple as Razavi tells his team to get back to slow the game down. And man, that was a wild sequence right there. But such is high school basketball. Here's Hutchinson, who hit that crazy three at the end of that first half, but cannot put it in. That was, I believe, Kabibi looking to shoot. There's Razavi, thought about that elbow three, that wing three that he made just recently. There's Kelly, puts it up, gets his own rebound, puts it up again, gets fouled. And they're looking whether to put it on Ryan or Kabibi there. It looks like that's going to be on neither. That's going to be on Klugic.
We're seeing that senior leadership there from Cam Razavi, getting the team together in the huddle.
And it has been a pretty wild sequence here the past 2 minutes here in this game. Both teams coming out of that half pretty hot, as we have Lyles coming in for Williams. We got Stringfellows hit a couple shots, Razavi's hit a couple. And the Bells are going to need that. They're going to need other forms of offensive production. As Lyles gets the offensive rebound, but Stringfellow throws it away. That's going to be a backcourt on the Bells, and that's a missed opportunity right there. Great attempt by Lyles there to get the offensive rebound, but the Bells cannot execute, as Coach Surratt takes a timeout to talk about the defense here coming up. And so both teams doing a pretty good job of generating some offense here. Both teams getting open looks. And both teams pushing the past couple minutes here, getting the ball up and down the court. And Mitty's got to be pretty satisfied with how this second half has started out too. Again, like the Bells, getting open looks, playing some good defense. And so far, 46-45 Bells with 3:20 left in this third period. As we have Lemire Swift looking to check in, or excuse me, to inbound the ball here. And here's Ryan to bring it up against Razavi. That's Hutchison, finds Hutchison, and is fouled by Corbett there. Had a little bump. And that's going to be the, I believe, second team foul on the Bells there. As Ryan looks to inbound, finds Steifu. Here's Lemire Swift looking to facilitate the ball. Finds Hutchinson, guarded by Corbett. Tries to kick it out there to Jalal, who was open in the corner, but is fouled by number 32, Ethan Lyles there. Bells had to have an opportunity at a fast break with a deflection, but there was some contact on the pass. So Mitty will retain possession here. 3:02 left in the third quarter, as the pass is thrown into Hutchinson here. Bells running what looks to be a 3-2, as we have, that was Jalal there, passes it out to Lemire Day, gets it back to Jamal. Oh, good pump fake by Lemire Swift, got two guys up in the air and was able to make the finish. Good awareness by Lemire Swift, not the biggest man on the court there. He did a good job of playing it smart, as Corbett kicks the ball out. The Bells move the ball on the perimeter. Mitty also in their 2-3 zone, it looks like. As Corbett takes the three from the elbow, and man, just pulled up and hit that one. That was buried by Corbett.
Yeah, he lets him know on the way back too.
And Hutchinson responds. And those two are going at it, trading back and forth buckets there. Yeah, Corbett is not one to spare his words. He will talk his trash. As Corbett again pulls up from three, he's feeling it, but can't put it in. Kelly with a good effort on the rebound. He gets fouled. Great job by Luke Kelly. Getting into the paint, and again, doesn't have the size as some of these other guys do, but has the positioning and is able to pick up the foul, and that's what the Bells are going to need. They're going to have to get these second chance points and convert, as the Bellarmine student section is ecstatic. Luke Kelly is a fan favorite here at Bellarmine. You know, did not make the basketball team last year, but worked very hard on this offseason to make this varsity team. It's been a dream of his. And, you know, put that work in, put the effort, and has carved out a considerable role on this team. And so it's a great story to follow, and, you know, he's a fun player to watch. He's very scrappy. As he misses his first free throw.
Kelly,
makes
one
the
of
second.
the three seniors on this team.
Which, you know, kind of gets everyone excited with these three seniors. It means there's a lot of juniors and a lot of talent to bring up for this next season as well. So I gotta see, or I gotta believe that this Bellarmine basketball program is pretty excited, but not excited by that open look by Daniel Ryan. Well, again, wide open in the corner, and good passing by the Monarchs to find him as he drains that three. But Corbett with the crossover, step back from three, and almost put it down, but looks like there's a foul on Stringfellow there. Or excuse me, not on Stringfellow. That's going to be on Steifu, and that's going to be Bellarmine ball? Yeah, it's going to be Bellarmine ball.
Yeah,
again,
looks like they called the over-the-back foul on Steifu there.
And again, that's speaking, again, the Bells hitting the boards pretty tough. And they're in the bonus. They're going to get free throws for this final 120. So the Bells hitting the rebounds, hitting the boards pretty well so far in this second half. And it's gotten them some extra free throws and some extra possessions. As Williams drains his first free throw there. As Razavi has definitely made up for his lack of offensive production in that first half with a strong third quarter here as he sits down to take a seat. And I believe Sam Boyd comes to check in. Stringfellow also getting an extended run here in this third quarter. It's good to see that, but again, making those couple early shots there has garnered him some extra minutes. As Hutchinson works on Corbett, kicks it out to Isaac Turner. As Hutchinson puts it up and in, almost up and in, off front iron, but rebounded by Mitty. There's Steifu working on the smaller Kelly. He's got the size advantage, does not take the shot. Great closeout by Williams on the three by Hutchinson. But again, Mitty gets the rebound again, and that's going to be a foul on the Bells. Are not in the bonus yet, though, so Mitty will take it off the baseline. So both teams doing a pretty good job on the offensive glass. Again, getting those extra possessions and playing pretty scrappy. And that equal effort is shown by this tie score here. Both teams playing very well so far, pretty evenly matched, especially in the second and third quarters here. And yeah, again, following similar blueprints, hitting open shots, working hard on that offensive glass. And so far, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty awesome fourth quarter here. Kellen, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, totally. I like how the Bells have come out and brought energy in this second half. They came out pretty flat in the first half, and they knew at halftime that they had to make that change. They've done a good job so far.
As the Bells watch their mini yell leader here. He has been here every single home game thus far, and he is a future Bell. I can say that with confidence. Hitting the cartwheels, hitting some timeout entertainment. I've always said Bellarmine needs a cheer squad, like some cheerleaders or something. You know, throw some guys up in the air. I think it'd be great, but you know, we do what we can with that little yell leader over there. And the yell leaders in general, they're great. They just don't throw each other up in the air. But, you know, maybe that's for the best. And here comes Ryan here to inbound the ball. And Lemire Swift loses the handle there. And maybe, I didn't see, poked away by Corbett maybe, but it doesn't matter, Bells have possession. And there's 46 seconds left in this third quarter. Again, Mitty won the close of that second quarter with Hutchinson circa shot of a 3. Let's see if the Bells can win the third quarter here, the end of the third quarter. Corbett finds Sam Boyd, drives in. Back to Corbett, guarded by Lemire. Swift, and Corbett working on a bigger Saifu. Saifu playing good defense, pokes the ball away. Great job, and that's gonna be a foul on Stringfellow, a loose ball foul. But Saifu staying in front of Corbett pretty well. You know, he's bigger, and Corbett thought he had the advantage there on the handles, but Saifu doing a great job staying in front, and Mitty is in the bonus now. They're gonna get free throws. So a great job. Great defensive possession by Saifu as well, as Hutchinson will get his free throws, and he hits the first one. As Ryan is playing the role of the mopper here. Looks like there's some sweat on the ground, and no better way to spend free throws than to clean that up for your team. But you guys can't see that right now. And looks like they're pausing the whole game for this, though, as the mess is finally cleaned up on the other side of the court. And Hutchinson is going to take a second free throw here. And Hutchinson's second free throw is good, as we have Jalal checking in there for Saifu. And Kelly checking in, or excuse me, Kelly inbounding the ball to Corbett. And here's Boyd, quickly doubled, and Sir Coach Charette with a quick timeout there. It did not look good for Boyd. He was not going to find the open man there, so Coach Charette takes the timeout to talk over.
Yeah, good timeout call there for Coach Charette. Boyd was double teamed at the very top and in a bad spot. Now we can draw something up with just under 10 seconds left in this third quarter.
Yeah, Kellen, are you looking for Corbett on this play?
I mean, you have to.
Is it even a question?
He's had an awesome night tonight.
So yeah, we'll see how this third quarter closes here. And again, both teams turning it up in intensity in this third quarter here. Again, both teams in similar spots in the standings. And, you know, we knew this was going to be a good matchup coming in, and so far it's not disappointed. As both teams wrap up their huddles and get ready to get back on the court. And Kelly is here to inbound. To Corbett, 9 seconds and counting. There's Boyd, loses the handle. He's got to put a shot up. He does. And did not, you know, he got the ball up, and Kelly saw that was not going in. So he tried to put it up in time, but that was well after the buzzer there. And the Bells are not able to get that shot, get those points there. But again, a very competitive third quarter here. No team really pulling ahead of the other. Both taking open shots, both hitting the boards pretty hard, and both drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And we're set up for a very good fourth quarter here. So make sure to keep tuning in. And so Kellen, I mean, if you're the Bells, what are you trying to shore up in this fourth quarter to get the win?
Yeah, I think you've got to go with what's been working for you. Corbett has done a great job on offense. I think you should keep looking for him, but then Also, Mitty's been sending the double team, so if you can get it out of his hands and to a guy like Lyles or Zavi, who's a reliable three-point shooter, Bells can knock down a lot of shots and end up winning this game.
Yeah, the Bells, you know, in that first half, it was mostly Corbett with the offense. But the Bells in this second half so far, you know, Stringfellows hit a couple shots, Zavi's hit a couple shots. Lyle's gotten some action, and so they're spreading the ball a lot better here in the second half. But yeah, you know, the Bells definitely have to work on those open shots because Mitty has gotten a few too many for their liking.
Yeah.
Shore that up as the Bellarmine student section getting hyped for this fourth quarter. And Williams to inbound.
Bells also have to limit that offensive glass off for Mitty and keep getting the offensive boards for them. It'll open up a lot more opportunities.
Exactly, and here comes Zavi. Bells working the ball around the perimeter here. As Williams fakes the handoff, pulls a Draymond, and a blocking foul called on Hutchinson there. That's the first foul of the game. I mean, you're 17 seconds in to this fourth quarter. As Corbett finds Barton. Barton has a size advantage over the smaller Daniel Ryan, and you know, looks like that was Saifu coming over to try to help with a double team, but ends up fouling Barton. Good heads up play. I believe that was Corbett on the inbound.
That's 2 fouls in 20 seconds on the Monarchs.
Yeah, the Bells would love that to happen. You know, staying aggressive in that paint, picking up those fouls, and getting in the bonus sooner rather than later would help them a lot. As Barton gets the first free throw to fall after a couple bounces, very friendly bounces, I may say, off the rim. And the second free throw is just off front iron. Barton almost got his own rebound there, but could not pull it in as Hutchinson brings the ball down the court. And Hutchinson, again, Mitty's main offensive catalyst, as he pulls up from the elbow and off the pink shot, puts it in from the wing. A good shot. Well, maybe not a great shot by Hutchinson. Not sure if coach would have been too pleased if he had missed it, but it went in. And that puts Mitty's lead up to 4. As, again, the Bells working on the perimeter. Zavi working on Jalal, finds Barton, finds Williams wide open on the elbow, passes up to open 3, goes to the rim, and draws the foul again. That's 3 fouls within about a minute of this game. And Williams had a wide open 3, but opted for the lane instead, and that looks like a good decision. He's going to get a couple shots. And the Bells only, I believe, 2 fouls out of the bonus. So
yeah, that's 2 fouls away from shooting free throws for the rest of the game. Pretty good news for the Bells. Williams there just uses strength to get downhill and get fouled at the rim.
And yeah, the Bells would love to see that strategy. You know, keep attacking the rim, keep drawing those fouls. And again, getting in that bonus would be huge. And so Williams here shooting 2. As the Bellarmine student section drops their magic. And hits the first. Williams doing a good job this game of getting inside and drawing the foul. And just overall a good finisher. Put a lot of work in this offseason, and it's paying off. As you can tell, one of the few sophomores on this team. Or, excuse me. Excuse me, he's a junior. What am I saying? Sorry, Brendan. As it looks like that was Daniel Ryan. Shot the ball off the top of the glass, and the Bells are going to get possession there. As Corbett brings the ball down to the Bells. Again, Mitty in their 2-3 zone. They've been running that most of the night, if not all of it. And here's Barton working on 2 defenders, and I guess 2 defenders wasn't enough for him because he hits the spin over Saifu and puts the ball in for the and 1. And he ties the game here.
Barton, although he's on the smaller side, he uses his strength to get those inside buckets.
Yeah, you know, he might be shorter, but he's definitely a stocky guy. He's got a lot of muscle, and he showed it there. As he puts this free throw in, the Bells take the lead again, and this back and forth matchup between the Bells and the Monarchs. And so there's Day, there's to Kabibi. Ryan working. Saifu gets right under the rim and gets the relatively easy layup there. That was a good pass there by Daniel Ryan, finding the open man. As they get to Williams, out to Barton. Back out to Williams. Again, the Bells like this perimeter motion here. The pass and cut. As Barton wide open in the corner and can't put it in. That was an open shot. Bells would like to have that one. As Mitty pushes it, but Jalal with the costly turnover there tries to find Daniel Ryan in the corner, but throws it into the sideline. And the Bells are going to get possession here.
Looks like Mitty sending Kabibi up to go put some pressure on Corbett.
So yeah, Mitty past couple possessions as Williams finds Barton for the lay-in. Mitty past couple possessions. Bells playing some good defense here as Barton puts it in there. And here's Ryan at the point to Hutcherson. Hans Hutcherson again, working on Corbett. Hutcherson hits his spin move on Corbett and lays it up and almost in. And Barton wants the charge, or excuse me, Barton wants the block. He's not gonna get it though. Good move by Hutcherson, hitting the spin move off Corbett to get penetration inside. He's gonna draw the foul. First foul on Bell. But again, Mitty has 4 fouls. It's 5 minutes in, one more and Bell's in the bonus. So Bellarmine winning the foul battle in this fourth quarter as it stands, as Hutcherson makes his first free throw. As Stringfellow checks in for Barton. And looks like we're bringing this sweeper out again.
Man, that's another sweeper instance. It's been a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
those
the
tonight.
third time this game as the players wait idly for play to resume here. Yeah, and here we go. Hutcherson for his second free throw. And both are good there. Mitty takes the lead. Back and forth game, and looks like we have another substitution for the Monarchs there. And Monarchs playing some full court press, trying to mix it up against the Bells, but the Bells break it successfully. They have numbers now. Here comes Corbett, driving in and goes right to the rack, coast to coast, and puts it in.
Corbett's so skilled, so good at getting to the hoop. He's a 3-level
Be surprised
scorer.
if Mitty tries that again. And there's another errant pass by the Monarchs. Ryan trying to foul Kabibi, but Kabibi talking to coach. And Coach Kennedy's gonna call a timeout. And again, another costly turnover. Frankly, a stupid turnover by the Monarchs there. And the Bells, let's see if they can work off this momentum they have here, because, you know, again, Mitty has had their opportunities, but these few turnovers combined with the fouls in this fourth quarter in specific could alter this game should the Bells take advantage.
The student section was really getting into it there. Loving that little sequence.
So yeah, Monarchs looking sloppy on offense so far, so Coach Kennedy's calling a timeout. Try to get his guys' bearings back. As the Bells look to take advantage of this little swing they have here. here we go. We're almost halfway through this fourth quarter. And again, it's been a back and forth quarter. It's been a back and forth game thus far. Minus that first quarter. Both teams getting into it. As Williams looks to inbound to Corbett, again, guarded by Kabidi. And Corbett finds Lyles there. Lyles looking around, finds Razavi to Williams. Williams has a size advantage on Ryan and knocks down the baseline J. Great shot by Williams, great decision making, understanding he had the size advantage, and the Bells cashed in there. As Ryan to Hutcherson. Razavi brings a double team. Hutcherson gets a little disoriented there, and here comes Corbett, high flying for the slam. And again, the Bells having no momentum here, and the student section likes that. Here's Jalal trying to respond with the three. There's Corbett pushing ahead. Jalal can't put it in. And, oh, that looked like some contact there on the attempted layup by Stringfellow. And Mitty comes to slow it down. There's no call, though. Stringfellow stripped. And here comes Jalal driving in. Again, Razavi tries to bring the double team, and it's a travel by the Monarchs. The Bells are going to get possession. Razavi and Corbett acting as a good double team duo. And the Bells retain possession.
Monarchs with way too many turnovers in that little stint there.
And the Bells in this fourth quarter turning up their defense. And their offense has followed similarly suit. And as I say that, Williams, the errant pass, gets deflected by Lemire Swift and makes the layup for the and one, and that is brutal. The Bells having the momentum, playing the defense, and Williams just gets a little sloppy on that inbound. Great play by Lemire Swift to his credit, but the Monarchs with a chance for the three-point play, and as a Bellarmine coach, as a student, as anybody watching, that's gotta hurt, because they've had opportunities to take control of this game, but little kind of screw-ups like that have costed them, as Lemire Swift is gonna take his first and only free throw, and cashes in on that three-point play.
Boy, the Monarchs needed that one.
Yeah, the Monarchs, they needed a break, and they got it in a big way. As Williams goes coast to coast. Again, the Monarchs trying the full-court press, but broken successfully by the Bells, getting another easy finish at the rim. There's Hutcherson trying to pull up over Corbett, but was just short. Here comes Corbett. Again, very back-and-forth sequence following that timeout by Coach Kennedy there. Both teams having their moments, but in the end, the Bells are up by 4 with about 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a great finish, ladies and gentlemen. And here comes Williams, Corbett, and again, the Bells trying to slow this game down. 2:47. They want to knock as much clock off as possible. Here comes Corbett working. Here's Stringfellow on the elbow, and Stringfellow with the travel. And that's just brutal for the Bells. They had control of that possession. But another turnover, another costly turnover by the Bells is going to give Mitty another opportunity. And that's what the Bells have to prioritize in this final 2:30, I believe, is playing clean basketball. As Jalal moves around to Hutcherson. Jalal Hutcherson playing a little two-man game. Here comes Jalal, driving the corner. Stringfellow gets caught in too much on that shot. Gives Lemire Swift an open opportunity. But the Bells had the break. They had Corbett and Stringfellow on the break, but I believe that was Williams who just threw the ball away. And another costly turnover by the Bells.
Yeah.
And another opportunity for Mitty.
Williams looking to hit that home run pass down the court to get that easy layup, but
and you know, they have the lead. They don't need to do that as Jalal makes him pay. Jalal makes him pay with the easy layup inside. And so the Bells, again, multiple opportunities to turn the tide on this game, to put it away, but these costly turnovers have hurt them.
Yeah, that's been the story of this fourth quarter for both sides.
Yeah, both teams, they've had their own opportunities to take control of this game, you know, to put themselves ahead. And right as they look like they've been able to do that, they've given it away. And so we have 2 minutes left in this game, and I can bet you both coaches in the huddle are telling the teams, hey, we gotta play clean basketball. We gotta take our open shots, and we cannot turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And so we'll see, but it's gonna be an exciting final 2 minutes here. Bellarmine's up by 2.
Both teams,
68 to 66.
both teams really need to execute well here in this last 2 minutes then here.
And here we go, both teams back onto the court. The Bells are going to have possession here, and Mitty again going for the full court press. It hasn't worked yet, but that's not going to stop them from trying. As they get Corbett on the baseline there, and it works! Corbett steps out of bounds, and Mitty's going to get possession on that baseline. Past couple times Mitty's tried that, the Bells have gotten easy finishes, but not that time. Mitty does a great job forcing Corbett out, and they're going to get a chance on the baseline, get themselves an extra possession.
Yeah, Corbett caught that ball way too low down the baseline.
And there's Hutchinson with the inbound. Again, Hutchinson, Mitty's main offensive component, gets right by Corbett, can't get the ball, but gets his own rebound and puts it up. We have a tie game, 1:40 left. Again, Mitty going with that full court press again. But again, the Bells have a 3-on-1 break if they wanted, but Lyles pass it up. Williams, an open opportunity. Oh, and tries to throw the dunk down, but gets rejected by Lemire Swift. Lemire talking trash. And Mitty's gonna get possession. Wow. Again, Williams had the opportunity for an open three, pass it up for the dunk, but Lemire getting up with the block, and the game is still tied.
Man, I don't know how I feel about that dunk. A little risky there from Williams.
Yeah, I believe it. And there's Jalal, puts it up, puts it down, but good defense by Williams there on his part after getting rejected. And here comes Corbett. I know Corbett wants the ball. Final minute. Coming in as the seconds start ticking down. Corbett from the top thought about the shot, didn't take it, tries to get swiped away by, I believe that was Ryan. Corbett working on, and there was Sophian, gets the ball poked away. Corbett, ball up and hits the three with 46 seconds to go. That is huge, and he's clutched like that. There's Ryan, there's Hutchinson, trying to respond and can't put it in. And I don't know, that was a risky shot. Hutchinson wanted to respond, but could not convert. The Bells up by 3. And gets fouled by Mitty, which means that's going to be free throws for Corbett. And looking back, that was probably an intentional foul there. Mitty is down by 3 with 27 seconds to go. And we're going to have a timeout by Coach Charette here.
And boy, that was a huge three there from Corbett. Stringfellow was losing the ball. Corbett just got it and said, man, I gotta be the offense right now.
He said, screw this. And
buries the three.
With an opportunity to probably be an easy points for Mitty like it's been all fourth quarter with these costly Bellarmine errors. Corbett just took control and hit a giant shot. But great players hit great shots. And, you know, he responded there. And so Bells up 71-68. And, you know, 2 free throws for Corbett coming up. Assuming he makes 2, that puts him up by 5, 2 possessions. And so, you know, if you're Mitty there, you want to call, I mean, what do you want to do if you're Mitty? Let's say Bells hit both their shots. What are you trying to accomplish?
Yeah, I would, if I was Mitty, I would probably call timeout after this one, or that's probably what they're doing right now, drawing up a play after these free throws for a press break or something down in the half court so they can get one of their guys, maybe Hutcherson, a shot. He's been their main source of offense, and it's gonna probably be a 3 based on the score now.
Oh, it looks like, excuse me. So now the Bells are in the bonus. So that correction, that was not a 3. And Corbett just looking to run around, and now they're going to get free throws there. And burns a couple extra seconds off the clock.
Bells on number 2, Grayson Jalal, his third.
And so now they're going to get free throws here. As the referee, the officials are talking something over. What about is anybody's guess.
Yeah, it's been an exciting one tonight. See if the Bells can close it out here in these final 25.5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, at this point for the Bells, it's just clean basketball. You can't make any costly mistakes. Just, you know, focus on those fundamentals. Don't turn the ball over.
Corbett at the line.
And looks like they were trying to figure out who to assess the foul on, and they finally came to the conclusion that was on Jalal there. As the official explains to Coach Surratt why there was a delay. And Corbett, these are huge free throws. He's got to make at least one, as he does. And so that effectively makes it a 2-possession game, although not officially. They could hit a 4-point play. The second one could be the dagger. And he hits them both. And so Mitty not going to call a timeout here. They're looking to work the ball up.
Corbett hit him with a little bye-bye
has the
there.
ball and is fouled by Razavi. 19 seconds left. So, Kellen, are you going for the 2 here, or are you going for the 3? If you have an easy 2, are you taking it?
If I have an easy 2, I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to press, see if I can get the ball back and get another
fouling.
easy 2.
Gotcha. We'll see if Mitty agrees that assessment. But either way, they're going to need 2 shots. And they try to go for the easy 2, but it's stripped by Williams. And that could be the dagger there, and Corbett gets fouled. He's going to go back to the line, and that could be game right there. Great defensive possession by the Bells there. Again, Williams getting the strip, and these free throws could be the nails in the coffin for Mitty as the Bells go up by 6 points here.
Offensively, all the Bells have to do now is play keep away, just play clean defense.
And Court misses that second, so they're down by 6. Mitty's gonna have to get shots off. As Hutchinson misses that first one, and that is recovered by the Bells. And in the thriller, the Bells take the win, only pulling away there in the final minute or so to cap an excellent game off by the Bellarmine Bells versus the Mitty Monarchs. And the Bells wanted that one after that first loss.
And really an excellent night for the Bells, too. All 4 teams won.
Yeah, and that's true. That's a good point. Both freshman teams won, both the JV team won, and varsity won. And so overall, you know, the Bells kind of came out flat. Mitty went up by 10 points by the end of that first quarter. But the Bells did a great job closing that gap in the second quarter, and they played back and forth basketball for the good part of the second half. You know, they were hitting their open shots, they were getting in the lane, and, you know, the defense looked a little spotty, though, in that second half. Both, they were allowing the open shots as well, allowing open boards. But in the end, the Bells played solid defense on those final few possessions, and of course, Corbett's monster 3 to close that game, to effectively close that game out. And overall, it was a great call today. Kellen, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was a good